What's going on, guys? All right, I'm back with another update on creating a second brain at home, local. I did promise some people I was going to do this video on Friday, but I was a little bit under the weather. So here we go. A lot of updates, so I'm going to try to go through them as fast as I can. Starting with the login page. I didn't show that last time. Just a quick note, Purses is now accessible only through the desktop app it ships with. No browser, just kind of security stuff, just to be sure. But you have here device ID and passcode. I did this just in case people have multiple devices in the house, and you can kind of just like log into the one you want based on its unique ID that it ships with, and then just the passcode. I'm thinking about maybe doing this on a hosted remote server situation too for people if there's any interest in that. So just kind of in that scenario, you would just put in the server address and then just the passcode. Might have to do email and passcode later on, but for now I can just log into mine, and then cool. Mac sent this somewhere else for a second. All right, cool. So a lot of updates already. I don't know if you guys remember, but we have the menu bar on the left here last time with the few icons. But I decided to add all this stuff since the past couple weeks. So we'll go through it one by one real quick. I'll start with the settings. So here I'll click on settings here. You can just like adjust your wallpaper, change your passcode, your sessions, your sessions. I do have a lot here because I was testing a lot today, but you can kind of see your current session, and you can like remove any of these if you don't recognize them. Your Wi-Fi settings. This is so you can like connect it to another Wi-Fi, to a Wi-Fi network. If you're not directly like hotspotting off of the device, so you can like connect it to your Wi-Fi network here, and then you can access it from anywhere in your network. And then for more updates, you can select a zip file. I'll send emails with these updates or put them on GitHub or on the website. And then you can just enter your passcode and upload it. They will be signed, so if you like somehow upload a firmware update that's not for Purses, or like this is not for me, it won't be able to update it. They are cryptic. I can't even say it today. They are signed, so you won't mess it up if you give it another file. Just delete it. Cool. And then something really cool I want to show you guys is my favorite thing probably is if you click on this device icon, like it's like the shape of Purses itself, you will get this window, and it'll show you all the hardware stats. So you got your space, how much you've used and how much you got available, your CPU, this is real time, and then your memory. You can see here half of it is already gone because I have a LLM loaded already. And so it'll show you I'm gonna keep this open so we can like check it out while we do stuff, and you can kind of see the CPU screaming. Out of all the apps, my favorite is probably Paper, so we'll start with that. So Paper is just like a cell/block based authoring, composing application, and you can basically just like have interactive documents. You can put images, videos, code, audio, latex formulas, all that stuff. But the cool part is you can embed these, and so once you create a file, and I have one here already, what you can do is you can obviously write stuff, and then when you embed it, you can ask the chat about it. So we'll do that. Obviously, it won't embed the images, videos, and audio and all that stuff yet. It just embeds the text-based cells, and then you can generate or start a session from that. So you can kind of see here I have some words, and I'll ask it. I'll say, what's my favorite color? And you can kind of see the CPU screaming here, and then it gives you an accurate information based on the Paper information you have here on the content. So you can basically do a RAG now based on the Paper. I don't know if you guys saw that, but CPU went to 100% to do that. You can change this if you have the embedding toggle turned on. Every time you save, it'll just create a fresh vector space, and then you can kind of do a chat based on that. So even if you're writing it and it auto saves as you go, you can just keep this open and keep asking it This is pretty cool if you dump a bunch of information here, if you're writing a blog post or doing research or even stuff about you personally. Or like, let's say your, I don't know, like your grandparents, like passport number and whatever, and you have a bunch of information that you're doing documents for them, you can just ask it and it'll retrieve that pretty accurately, I might say. But yeah, so that's Paper with RAG, and that's that. And then you have the basic stuff like toggles here for the screen. And then next we'll go here. So before you had to kind of open the chat application to talk to it, but this is kind of like a shortcut, so I can just say here, what I'll do, will just create another chat session. You can kind of see the CPU here again. Create another chat session just from the home screen so you can talk to it. Another update is the different personalities. So if you click on this, you can see all the different personalities. I have Tars and Kip from Interstellar and Jarvis from Iron Man. You can basically just create different characters and talk to them. Tars is very sarcastic, really fun to talk to. What don't use for serious stuff. I'll add like temperature and seed adjustments and all that stuff. Not that people will use it that much, but I'll just put it on here just in case in a future update. And then you can basically just switch between personalities here. Once you click one, it'll basically set it as default, and basically set that as the default personality. And you can change between you can change personalities like while you're in a session. So that's pretty fun to do. Like it can be serious and really sarcastic for Tars, and then go back to Kip or whatever. But anyway, you can create a bunch of different personalities. It comes with the default, and then you can add as many as you want. Gallery is basically just all your images indexed from your file system here. It'll just index them in real time and give you a gallery app. It's just kind of a nice shortcut, so you don't have to like go through different folders. And it's real time, so it'll update automatically as well. Cinema, same thing. Is just a indexing of all the video files you have, just so you don't have to like again search through a bunch of folders. That's my least favorite thing to do, just even on just regular computers. And then Paper, we already looked at. Music is a music player app. You have all your controls, creates a playlist, all that stuff. No RAG or AI or anything like that here, although there's plans for that in the future. Library is a PDF reader. Again, just indexing all the PDFs so you can kind of like read. I do want to do RAG here. I might put that in the next update, just because like it doesn't take much work. It's already created at this point. Kind of like what we saw with Paper. To do is pretty cool. Again, it's a to-do list app with a calendar, so it's like by day, and if you miss to-dos from yesterday, it'll mark it as red, so you can kind of go back and finish your to-do list. I do want to integrate the AI here as well, just so we can kind of like embed all the different to-do items I had, just to kind of see what possibilities there are there. I haven't done that yet. I'll do that in the future. Again, now that everything's kind of ready to go, it's pretty easy to just add an endpoint and create an embedding of all these different files or content. And then Card Clip is your contacts app. And this RAG actually makes sense here. So you can like, if you have someone's birthday in their contact card or whatever, you can just ask, what's John Doe's birthday? Or, like if you meet someone at a conference, you can write a bunch of notes in the back of this card and create a session to kind of retrieve that information later on. So the whole point, I don't know if you can kind of tell so far, but is to basically create AI native apps. Like first, they all have some sort of AI capability with its on-device AI LLM, and this is kind of like when the first iPhone came out. There's only like pre-installed applications, so I do want to open a app store eventually, expose the file system API and the AI API to kind of let people just create a bunch of different apps that are AI native. So that's the kind of plan moving forward. But all this is done, should be out in the next few days. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave that in the comments. And if you have any suggestions, please feel free. I got a lot of feedback last time, especially on the hardware, and that's going to be the next video. Today's video is only software. I will be putting up a hardware update video within the next week. Other than that, this is it, and I'll see you guys next time.